Okay, so hi everybody. My name is Taka Torimoto, as it says up there. I haven't changed it since then. I'm a lead solution architect for a company called Outsystems. We are a 20-year-old Portuguese unicorn company, and I'm based out of Atlanta, by the way. I'm not from Florida, but I am enjoying the weather, so thank you for the nice weather. So we're a 20-year-old unicorn Portuguese-based company that we provide a platform that allows developers to be on average 3 to 6 times more productive building web and mobile applications. Now, I'm going to do this a little bit differently than probably what most people are used to. I'm actually not going to talk much about the product. I want to talk about what people have done with it and what customers and analysts are saying about our platform. And then if you're interested, would love to talk to you, or feel free to go to the website because there's great content on there. So why is software development very hard for every organization, right? Typically, one of the things is growing backlogs. That means the complexity of building, today's enterprise applications and the integrations that developers have to deal with is very, very difficult to do. IT and business is always arguing and competing against each other on different ideas and priorities. Customer experience, user experience, UI, UX, even B2C application building is very, very difficult to master as well. And then talent shortages, right? Getting the people with the right skill sets of developers to be able to build the application itself is very difficult. Another one is non-functional requirements. So you have to be able to balance out speed versus quality of all your applications. Security, governance, scalability, reliability, all that stuff adds complexity and is also very difficult to do. Last but not least on this slide, constant change. So there's tons of SaaS providers that you need to utilize or integrate with. Obviously, the request for changes, the request for new applications and updates is coming in much faster than you're able to build those applications. And then new technologies, new languages, new frameworks are always coming out, something new, something better. I don't know if you guys know this, but now there's over 3,500 different programming languages. That says a lot about where we are and how things have really improved since the 1950s. And then staff turnover. So, right now, what is it called? The Great Resignation, right? People are quitting and leaving their jobs a lot. And the pain point there is the fact that now you have to do knowledge transfer. So your developer leaves and you got to give that knowledge transfer to a new developer. Now they have to learn, what they were trying to implement. So all these things are very difficult, right? So all these IT challenges for a typical company. And I feel like what we see is not enough people are prioritizing their innovation for their company, for their IT department, and looking at the tools that they already have within the company to see if those tools are enough to allow them to become successful and productive with their goals. With that said, there's this word called low code. And every time I say this word, these are the types of screenshots I get from people that, hear that word. I'm actually one of those people. And so I get it. I've been a developer for 13.5 years. But what's interesting is this term low code, right? It means so many different things depending on the vendor you talk to, depending on the person you talk to. And everybody rolls their eyes, but it means many different things to many different people. Right. So what is the typical assumptions and concerns that people have when you hear the word low code, right? Usually for simple internal applications, it's not scalable. It's not for millions of users. It's just for maybe 10, 20, maybe 100 users, right? Proprietary. So I build a low code application. I'm going to be stuck with it. If I ever need to, build it for millions of users, I have to throw it away. Limited, not extendable. So I'm stuck with whatever it's able to do. And if I wanted to extend it, if it allows me to extend it, I have to write some kind of proprietary language. We were actually talking about this earlier today. A lot of vendors, low code vendors, that's how they work. UI UX is inflexible, meaning they usually give you a template, can't do much around it, you can't really customize the way it looks and feels. And this is very common, right? Low code, it's for citizen developers. It's not for the real experienced expert developers, right? Limited integration. So a lot of them have give you connectors out of the box. Otherwise, you can't use them. Or they give you other connectors that cost an arm and a leg. And then deployment options. A lot of them are SaaS only. You have to have it hosted by them. And those are limitations. But it's not moving now. Okay, hold on. Uh-oh. My slides aren't going. Did the battery die?
Sometime. Try now.
Nope. Oh, there we go. So what if there was a way to do low code the right way? And I know that's kind of subjective. What if it's the way that you wanted it or you actually expect low code to be working? What if there was a platform in low code that lets you build complex enterprise grade applications that is scalable to millions of users, performant and secure to all the best practices of traditional development. What if whatever you build in low code, you're able to keep? There's no vendor lock-in. You decide to leave the vendor's tool, you get to keep everything you've designed and built. What if it's extendable? And if it's extendable, you can use standard code, standard technology stacks that's been around for multiple decades, .NET, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. What if you could customize a UI UX down to the pixel to look exactly you want it to look? What if it's a tool that's built for developers, not citizen developers? Of course, you can do that, but it's primarily built for developers by developers, but you could still learn it within 2 weeks to utilize the platform. I have personally taught Outsystems platform to COBOL developers. In 2 weeks, they're building mobile and web applications. I've taught it to technical business analysts to build applications. What if you can integrate with anything? What if you're able to integrate with anything because web service APIs, you just visually design it with a couple of clicks. But again, because you can bring in code if you wanted to, make it into visual reusable components, you're able to integrate anything because you can go into code and it doesn't cost anything extra. What if you can deploy? What happened to my slide? Okay, it wasn't supposed to go around. What if you're able to deploy your applications anywhere you want, on premises, private cloud, Google, Azure, AWS? So there it goes again. There it goes. So what Outsystems allows you to do is it solves the broadest sets of challenges using low code. So customer experience transformation is one area. So that could be customer onboarding or chatbots or agent portals, workplace innovation. That could be employee onboarding or recruitment applications. Maybe it's process automation. Maybe it's field service application. Maybe it's warehouse asset management, inventory management. Maybe field service application, maybe it's application monetization, maybe you need to extend SAP, Salesforce, maybe you need to do a mobile CRM application, right? All those challenges that platform is able to solve. So we have a lot of people that come to us and say, all right, so what kind of use cases can you build applications for? This is actually a small subset of actual sample use cases of customers building their applications on the platform. I've actually talked to, I actually know one customer that actually replaced their JD Edwards ERP system using low code with Outsystems. We have an airline in Portugal that built an application using Outsystems that tracks their airlines coming in and out of the airport. You can get as core as you want and complex as you want. I also have people that come to us saying, what kind of industry do you specialize in? I always say, again, traditional development. Where can you do development work, right? Because again, underneath it's standard technology, .NET, JavaScript. We have customers in energy utilities, banking, insurance, healthcare, manufacturing, transportation, and logistics. It's wherever and anywhere where you can do traditional development. And we're across 87 countries and 22 industries at this point. And so going back to the word low code, which always makes me cringe, it was coined 7 years ago by the analysts, right? Gartner and Forrester came up with it. We've been around for 20 years building these kinds of things. But if you look at what Gartner and Forrester says, right? For the Magic Quadrant for enterprise application platforms and multi-experience development platforms, we are on the top right corner. For Forrester's development platforms for professional developers, so that's the key word here. For professional developers, it's for real developers. We're in the top right corner. Mobile development platforms, we are also again in Forrester on the top right corner. And the clipper's not working again. There you go. And publicly, you can see what customers are actually saying. Go to G2 Crowd, go to Gartner Peer Insights, go to Trust Radius and Capterra. We have a whole bunch of positive reviews, consistently above 4.5 stars from our existing customers, talking about what they like about our platform. So investors. 4 years ago, we had KKR and Goldman Sachs invest into us, and last year we had more investment that put us about 10 billion valuation. So we've got venture capitalists that truly believe in the platform, what we're able to do. And then if you actually go talk to the customers, so this was a survey we did of our existing customers. Why did you select Outsystems? Number one reason is faster development to increase responsiveness to the business. Number two, accelerate digital innovation and transformation. Number three, reduce dependency on hard to hire technical skills and developers, right? Number four, improve customer experience. Number five, legacy modernization. So as I mentioned, a lot of the pain points that almost every company has, they come to our platform to solve those problems. So in summary, as I said, I was gonna be really short, wasn't gonna talk much about the product. The platform that we provide gives any organization the power to innovate using software. And again, if you go back and talk to any of those customers, on average, you'll get to hear that they're building applications on average 3 to 6 times faster compared to traditional development. and building it right, building for the future, meaning all your applications are architected for scale, security, and performance out of the box. If all that sounds interesting, please go to the website or come talk to us. I'll be more than welcome, is that the right word? I'd be more than open to answer any questions you guys might have. That's it.